You idiots, that's medicine.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
It's not your business.
All right, I'm back like a bad rash. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you paid attention to my last segment. I did forget to put the link in for my Telegram because this is going to start getting YouTube upset, I believe. But we still have a little time before we get to that section. I'm glad to see my last one didn't get violated. All right, so we're at the point now where this urologist is sending me off to another hospital because they don't do chemo or radiation treatment. So after I left him, and my family doctor wasn't too happy about that event either, but yeah, I don't care about the medical association anymore. But at that point, I think I waited about 3 weeks for an oncologist to call me. And he seemed like a real nice guy, and, I still like him, but, you're going to find out later why. He had a nice, what they call bedside manner. But anyways, he calls me as I'm just getting off work. Still, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm going to work every day. Cancer is debilitating. To a certain point. I guess, when you get to stage 4 or whatever, but at any rate. So he calls me and, he's, all the formalities away. How you doing? Nice, blah, blah, blah. He starts asking me questions about, how it was discovered, which we already, discussed. And then he was saying, he said he noticed that I refused to do another biopsy. And he asked why, and I told him, I said, I thought I was I was going to have a heart attack doing that. It is very stressful, especially if, I guess you're a straight guy that's always been straight. Nothing's ever been invaded before. So he says, because, there's several ways we could do your treatment. He says, and I've been looking at your stuff there, and I see this is more of a radiation thing than a chemotherapy thing. So I'm going to suggest radiation. And he says, the issue I'm having is that, we can do targeted radiation, what we call seeding. And what that involves is the same thing as doing a biopsy. They go in and plant little radiation in seeds in your rectum where they believe the cancer is, and they just target those areas. And he says, apparently you don't want to do that. I'm like, yeah, no. He says, well, the only other thing we could do is 20 treatments. And that's the standard, 20 treatments, unless you do seeding or something, Whereas, like, if you did seeding, you might only need 4 treatments, which is a one-time event. You get 4 treatments every time you go. So if you're going to get 20 treatments, that's 5 times. And I said, well, 20 treatments it is, because we're not going the wrong way into me to save any trouble. Let's just, get it over with. I'm done with this silliness. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. So we're going to do 20 treatments. So what I suggest, he says, I'm going to set up the appointment, and you'll come in, and somebody will call you, giving you instructions. We'll mail you instructions. We'll set a date up and all that, and on what you need to do and what's required. And I was like, yeah, cool, no problem. So about 3, 4 weeks later, a nurse calls me, tells me I have my appointment. It's set for such and such a date. You're gonna get 20 treatments. And how it goes is they have you, at least at this place, they want to do treatments every other day. So I happened to get a Monday, so I got treatment on pardon me. I got a treatment on a Friday. Then I had the weekend off. I had a treatment on Monday. I had a treatment on the Wednesday. I had a treatment on the Friday. And then for my last treatment, I don't know why, I got it on a Tuesday. But the treatments are painless. You're not strapped down on a table and they gotta strap you down because it hurts so much or whatever. But there are side effects in that, especially if you have hemorrhoids. This is why I mentioned I had hemorrhoids. So now we're going in for our first treatment, and this is now we're probably hitting month 10, 10th, in between 10 and 11 months. Now I've been walking around with cancer, so I'm going into this hospital, and I get past all the COVID security and stupid crap like that. And what you have to do, one of the things that they told me I had to do, is you had to get a bottle of water, one of them small bottles, 800 milliliters or whatever. And you had to drink a whole bottle. You couldn't eat for 12 days. 12 hours, right? I'm losing it. Sorry about that. So you can't eat for 12 hours before your schedule, and you have to drink 800 milliliters of water before the treatment, an hour before. So this hospital happens to be, because I don't drive, and I never have really driven in my life for the most part. I've always taken subways and trains and stuff like that. But it was about an hour and a half trip. So I got on the bus and I'm going along. When I'm an hour before my appointment, I start drinking the water. Now, it's only 800 milliliters, but if you got bladder issues, you're going in because you don't have much room there. You keep going to the washroom. So this could be an issue with you. So, be aware this is what's going to happen to you. So I'm starting to drink the water. I get it all drank by the time I get to the hospital. And I'm in there, and you don't have to really wait all that long because they're like a machine. They're pumping this shit out. It's like they're just, people are flying in and out of there like nothing. So I go in and they ask me, did you drink your water? You haven't eaten in 12 hours, blah, blah, blah. And all that's copacetic and good. And she said, do you need to go to the washroom? And I'm like, yeah, I'm blowing up. She says, good. Hang on to that. We're going to go in now in a minute. So they get you on this table. And what they do is they tattoo you first. And this is not like the tattoos that you think you get. I've never had a tattoo. My body is tattooless. And so what they do is they get like a scalpel. And they give you a little cut and then they put ink on it. They do that in 4 places. They do it on one on your hip here, one on your hip here, one I would say about here, and one just above the belt line somewhere. You can see them all. Trust me, you don't need to see mine. This ain't a sex show. Sorry, move along. But anyways, so, that sort of was a little sharp, but, it's like getting a nasty paper cut, right? No. And the reason for this is because they use these markers to line you up like when you're getting an x-ray. So their aims are aimed right at those points so that they know they're targeting what they want to target. And so, you're sitting there on the table and all that, and all of a sudden, the machine starts whirling and all twirling, and it's almost like an x-ray. It's very painless. Nothing's going to happen to you. They come in, they get you out, and now you can go to the washroom, which is like top thing in your mind. You're more worried about going to the washroom than you are about getting radiation shots. So, I drink a chlorophyll and water. That's not straight chlorophyll. So that's all done, and off I go home. This is where issues start. And because the radiation causes inflammation, now the hemorrhoids come into play. When you start going to the washroom, your hemorrhoids are flared up and they're bleeding. But if they're external hemorrhoids, you will be fine because you can tell from your stool that it is cherry red blood. If it's something gone wrong with the radiation or whatever, you got something carved up your innards, the stool would be like a dark brown. So as you get your treatments, things get worse. Like in not in pain wise, but as in you going to the washroom. For the first, like after I got done all 20 treatments, 5 sessions, I still went to work. I except for taking the day off to go get these treatments. Like I said, I went, I took the Friday off. I took the Monday off. I went to work Tuesday. I went to work Thursday. And then I also went to work the following Monday and took Tuesday off. So I missed 5 days of work, but that was it. But now you're having trouble controlling your urge to go to the washroom. Like now you need to go urgently. And if you have hemorrhoids, you won't be bleeding out of there won't be blood in your urine, but you're probably going to have blood from external hemorrhoids. So it's a little uncomfortable. So I'm going to leave it at this for today. And hopefully I'm going to be back tomorrow because, I did a 40-minute one and it was a lot of editing. So the 15-minute one is going to be a little easier for me to edit. Also, in case I forget, I'll put a link in comments or wherever I can. But my Telegram is Truth Seeker TO. Truth Seeker _TO. Hope I see you there. You can ask me anything there. I can't tell you on YouTube. And I'll probably be posting the stuff there that I have to edit out here. So if you're interested, you have a great day. I wish you all the best.